What's up, star seeds? Mystical mama. We're just gonna do a quick little energy reading. I got guided to pull a few cards, and I'm exhausted. I don't know if any of you are also feeling, just I think we're all feeling it on some level. you know, um, building your twin flame body, and allowing the polar opposites, and really going within, right, within our inner earth, um, and taking the time, right, in your own nature, right? That doesn't just mean like, oh, go outside and, right, it's like be in your nature. And definitely, however you're guided to commune with Mother Nature, because she's, right, the earth is pulsing. Can you feel it? Pulse of the mother. Slow down. Take time in nature. So important. When we don't take care of our emotional body and our spiritual body, everything else suffers. It's like we're living in a world of everybody running for all the piñata pieces that just got slapped out of the piñata, you know? Patience. So let's take a read. I'm gonna actually read out of the book for this one. And thank you for coming. I really appreciate you coming to hang out and spend your time and energy here. And please like and subscribe if you would be so kind. And hit the little bell so you can get notified when I post something up. And feel free to, rummage through some, some of the videos that are on, whatever you feel guided to. I know a lot of ones, right? Any, it's there, and that's it. And a lot of it's pretty, goofy. It takes a while for me to get into whatever we're about to get into, channeling, or I get bounced all over the place. So to introduce myself, is a metaphysical channel, so it's a little bit of everything and a lot of bit of nothing, honey. So I channel, so, right, seen and unseen things inside of you, we only see them if we're acting out in them, or if we're avoiding them in the physical vessel. So let's read what oh, pardon me one second, I'm just gonna grab my coffee. I actually have tea. I have tea and coffee going here. I had like a sip left in my coffee. So I'm just gonna quick show you the frog card too, because it's so dang cute. Clear out the clutter. So that's mentally, spiritually, right? Our subconscious, anything. You just have to allow, really. Okay, so a mysterious pulse is woven through all of life. The planet itself has a rhythm. You can see it in the season. Long working hours and modern conveniences. It's easy for us to feel stuck and off kilter. Can you relate? And then we feel like we can't, yeah, that's stuck, right? We feel like, how are we supposed to? There's no other way. This is how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to eat, right? If I don't, then I won't be accepted. So those things that go through our heads that keep us stuck instead of living. It's like oxymoron, but it's like, You know, it's like you got to let go in order to gain control, but we don't really have any control. But the control, right, we're able to see better once we let go of the need to know, right? I release the need to know all the answers. It's time to reconnect with nature and surrender to the pulse of the earth. Earth pulsing is my favorite tool for surrendering to the rhythmic pulse of the mother and the entire universe. Download an earth pulsing meditation. Okay. They have, I'm reading from, this is the Starseed Oracle book, so I've never gone on there, but I guess they advertise their stuff in their readings, which I'm not so fond of. I don't like when I get, when I'm reading and I start reading an advertisement. However, but it's starseedoracle.me if you would like to check that out. It seems that they got some meditations and stuff, but like I said, I haven't checked them out. But I do love these cards. Just use discernment, you know. So okay, let's see. Today, many of us are disconnected from the land beneath us. Somewhere along the way, a severing happened. A moment when it became too painful to stay connected. We feel unsupported and as if we don't belong. Can you relate to that feeling too? Like, story of my life. We look to other people and the external world to fill the void of the connection, holding and belonging once given to us by the earth. Taking, clutching, conquering, longing for others to receive us fully, as the mother once did. Forgetting that she's still here, waiting for us to remember and activate the part of us that longs to receive her embrace. Just 1101, as I said. So good. 1101. Don't, diddy, don't, diddy, diddy, don't. When you consciously connect with the earth, a veil is lifted and she opens up and receives you more fully. You're able to drink from her sweet waters and release what no longer serves you. Stagnant energy falls away and you become connected to all things on the planet. That's how we heal starseed babies. Starseed activation. Place the card on the portal of your heart. I don't like all that. And whisper the following. But wait, hold on. Let me read this first. I surrender to the pulse of Mother Earth. May my heart beat in unison with hers. Beautiful. And then at the bottom of the deck, we got Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom, and Look a Little Deeper. So again, connecting with, right, the Earth Mother, with our natural origin, our heartbeat, not what nationality we think we are, what bloodline we're from, what race we think we are, what position we think we are due to the nature of what job we've carried or what certificates we've received, which are all great things to, right, be proud of and have. They're part of us, but that's not who we are. That's not, right. They're things that are part of us and things we do, but that's, right, not us. So there's a difference in the, right, there's a big difference. So let's see. I'm being guided more to read the Star Ancestors than I am. So much for coming and hanging out with me. I listen to that pulse, right? Divine timing. That's wisdom, right? So little by little, you know, our subconsciousness is gonna, wake the unconscious. Um, everything will just become all aligned, but it's gonna just take some time. It's like, right, God didn't make the world in one day. A baby isn't born in one day, right? From conception to birth, there's a lot of things that, right, and that need to change, and we need to nurture when we have, right, when we're birthing something new. We have a new life inside, which that is really the definition of, right, like the virus. It's 1441. Also, there's a lot of different, right, variations of what this all means internally, externally, right? We're going through metamorphosis, we're going through evolutionary change, right? We're in the age of Aquarius. We're in a different age, going into a different cycle, right? So it just takes some time, which time is fluid, used to all these new changes. Well, I hope I didn't lose you there. So we got Star Ancestors. These are such beautiful cards, aren't they? So, oh, funny, it flipped me back to the other page I just read to. Okay. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. The ancients knew much more than we do about our connection with the stars. Their pyramids, temples, and other places of worship create precise alignment with the stars, exist in all corners of the world. What if this ancient wisdom is available for you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul. Give a little bit of heart and soul. To tap into the part of you that remembers and knows. All ancient secrets are whispered forever in your ears. All mystic knowing blooms in your heart. All potent power pumps through your veins. You're being invited to step into your ancient knowingness, to be held by the rememberings of the star ancestors, to look a little deeper. If you're feeling stuck, you're being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Doesn't mean, right, like, oh, I got to get a new job, I have to move, I have to jump in, right? It's like, no, move, change a thought, move a direction, right? Energy flows where feeling and thought goes. And intention put behind it is 9/10 of the weight, because that's only, like, right, feeling and thought is just like it's a penny, 0.5 and 0.5. So that's the world swirling around, different than Earth, which is a living organism, right? A living organism with a conscience, which gives us life here, along with Holy Spirit, right? And the Father watches over during the day, the reflection of the waters. There's two, right? Two fathers, Father and Son. It's really the Son. That's the Son, right? Like they switch places. I don't even. I'm not gonna. They go back and forth and up and down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's a whole nother reading. We'll get into another one another day. All right, you're being invited to step into your ancient knowingness, to be held by the rememberings of the star ancestors, to look a little deeper. If you're feeling stuck, you're being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Creativity happens when we put together two things that don't belong. And that can be very frustrating feeling, right? Like, we're not like that. That's when judgments, but it's like, but we are, right? A computer program, again, couldn't differentiate black and white unless we put it in there mathematically. And black calculates as -1, and white calculates as +1, right? And then the 0 in the middle. It's also kind of representative of, well, it's hard to verbalize. In my mind, I can see it, but I don't want to say the wrong things and confuse. So I'm gonna leave it at that for now. But yeah, so sometimes we think we're not like, the opposite of something else, or we're like, that's not right, whatever, that's not part of us. And it's like, no, that it is. And until we recognize 2121, twin, right? Until we recognize that we need to connect instead of feeling like we are entitled or we're better than or less than and get all upset. Because there's stories about Set, right, not wanting Osiris to make it to his place at the throne. Just like Harad in the Bible, they said didn't want, right, any of the children, any of the sons to be born in the kingdom. Because he was afraid someone was going to, right, take his throne, take his place. Be better than him. Or like the movie, Mommy Dearest. She wanted a baby. She wanted to adopt. She had everything material-wise, but she wanted a baby. But then she was, you're right, horrible to Christina. I watched that the other day. Oh my gosh. By the time she only lived with her till she was 4 years old. She beat her, she cut her hair off, she was jealous of her. Like, you always want to take the energy from me, like the shine, right? So jealousy, envy, cheating, and beating. So let's see. Okay. Creativity happens when we put two things together that don't belong, polar opposites. Or we could be like, right, we were with twin flames and we're with karmics, like a complete opposite. And then it's like, wait, which is a twin flame? And then it's like, wait, whatever, it's our own twin flame body. But it's very confusing. We have a lot of past life stuff coming in, right? Again, star says it's very important to connect. We're traveling through the cosmos, through the stars. And as we're doing that, we're downloading and upgrading massive light codes, right? Producing mana. That's right. Mana is the divine bread. It's like this is the divine meal that we're sharing, right? But we're not, it's like in Hook, that movie, and it's like, you all forgot how to use your imagination. And Tinkerbell gets them all to like remember to imagine what their favorite food is and what they'd be eating. And then they all start laughing and having, right, like the invisible food fight. It's like, but they have like there's like colors getting splattered all over them and they can see it, right? The imagination. How was creation created? The Lord said, let us make them in the image of, right? So the Lord had an idea, right? A light bulb goes off. This is what these words represent, metaphysical terms. I'm not getting into like religious debacles or anything with anybody about anything, because for me, it's just all water. Everything's like, it's like, it doesn't, yeah. Because I don't hold on to those emotions and thought, the belief system in those terms and certain things, right? Like when we get triggered or there's like a dunk in our gut, like it's like, oh, you gotta like pay attention to that, right? The inner earth's talking to you. That's it, right? Your pulse. Something's letting you know that something needs to be tended to. It's like, oh, what is that? Like a knock at the door, right? Okay. So often, a creative solution is right in front of us, but because we think the same thoughts and act the same way, we miss what's in the open. Oh, I'm sure it's always hanging right in front of our face. You're here to remember and uncover ancient secrets and transmissions, technology and wisdom that are so needed on the planet right now, right? And not to use them in a dominating, tyrannical manner. It's like, and I'm going to start reading the Atlantis book. So, Star Seeds, if you're interested, I have my my jellyfish up over there, and I'm ready to get cozy and start reading underwater about Atlantis. And that has a lot to do with the masculine, the feminine, the world. I have quite a few Atlantis books, but this one's really cool. Really cool. Different views regarding the subject. So we'll get into that too. I'm very excited to share and go through that journey with you. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So let's see, to unlock your soul's memories of a time when we lived in harmony on Earth, and one day will again. Starseed activation. I'm ready to remember ancient mysteries and secrets from deep within. And then to close it out, let's read Inner Earth 2. I don't know why they wanted me to save that for last. We'll see why when we read it, I suppose. Let's see, I just got to find the page it's on. Where did you go, my lovely? Please like, subscribe, and share. And yeah. I'm working on a lot more stuff, so I'll be a little more organized, hopefully, guys. You know, they keep my head in the clouds big time. It's like I'm half of me's up in the clouds while I'm here, and then it's very exhausting. Traveling through, right, all the different. If you're here, you know what I'm talking about. Because when we channel information from spirit and the world and the collective, and right, we're allowing the transmission to pour through from the star systems, right, radio, it's like we're getting lit up like a Christmas tree. So it's like it's like being in the electrical chair. So you need to make sure that you take care of yourself on an emotional, spiritual, and mental level while going through and doing these things, right? Super, super, super important. Because the whole objective is to create balance from within so that we all, right, are able to swim and breathe and be who we are and, right, need to be, you know. Not sure if I just had a knock at my door. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Inner Earth, also known as Agartha, is believed to be a hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Many ancient cultures mention it in their stories. It's said that some of the beings of ancient lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Aryavarta, I don't know if I said that right, Aryavarta, went there. Hindu and Celtic lore mention caves and entrances to underground worlds. Tibetan Buddhism refers to the secret mystical city Shambhala, which is thought to be located in the Himalayas. Many have searched for inner earth in the physical world, but without success. So the mystery continues. It is a place that exists in the physical or on a level of consciousness. It's like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. You know, man wants to dig to China, dig for gold, strip the land, but then call, right? But then they want women to be strippers, right? I've never done that. I couldn't do that, and I don't judge it. It's like sometimes I wish I could be like that. It's like, you know, but it's like I see what people are thinking and feeling, so it gets me too much enraged inside. It's like, yeah, you little dirties. So I give you all credit that can, but yeah, I can't. I don't have that. Yeah, I never. Yeah. I don't. It don't. That's not a good. Maybe yeah, no, yeah. If I was having fun with a bunch of girlfriends, just like, right, like a Ariana Grande video, that's a little different, you know. Like I've gone with girlfriends to a strip club to celebrate like a birthday party to go have fun, and that was a lot of fun. But we went to like have fun and just like be fun, you know. There was, yeah, we just, yeah, that's the only time I've ever yeah, entered one, honestly. So I don't know too much about, you know, it's you know, that world as far as mm, I mean, I do, as you know, I don't even know why are we getting into this, because of the abuse, the expectations of, right, um, women, children, men, others to entertain, high expectations, always wanting to find what's shiny, needing someone else to make you happy or blame them for making you sad. Right. So we're coming out of that because we got to be accountable. Going, finding inner earth, the inner Agartha is again listening to the pulse of our inner earth and connecting with nature. And then then we'll be guided. But sometimes, right, like the mind of man gets, right, too excited. And the emotional body is already, you know, that's like the ocean, energy and motion. So it's already, vroom, it's already gone, right? The flood, it's already gone over the head, right? But we can't see it. That's a lot of the metaphysical meanings of these things. Just to get into it, tap into it a little bit. Let's see. There are solutions beyond what you can perceive. Surprising outcomes to your problems and situations. Resolutions that are in the best interests of all involved, not someone that has an interest in, oh, hey, like a car salesman, right? Or somebody that wants to buy you a drink or a dinner, or, right? It's like coming from the gut, from lust, which is a whole different thing than coming from the heart, from a balanced place, from the inner compass, from inner earth. True north, not magnetic north. Okay. If you find yourself facing an obstacle or feeling stuck and have no idea what to do, you're being reassured that there is a way out. You'll survive this and things will work out, right? Have faith. Have faith, baby star seeds. We're all birthing, and this is really rough. Like, we're getting swashbuckled around in the swamps, swimming through fucking swamp water and weeds, right? Where the frogs are, ribbit. You know, getting swashed around in the ocean, different bodies of water, getting, you know, flown up into the clouds, getting, right, having to go through the cosmos, download star system information. Is a lot of different things going on, which again does not pretty much explain the virus. Like, we're going through a death and rebirth. We're letting go what no longer serves us and allowing ourselves to be reborn within this physical human vessel into our next stage of life, right? Fifth element, babies. Okay. If you're stuck in a rut, do something to shake up the energy and shift your thinking. That goes back to like clear the clutter, right? Clear something in your room, right? Get things out of your head. Just take a pen and fucking let yourself write. It doesn't matter if it's right, wrong. Don't worry about thinking. Just write, doodle, get it out. Get the energy out, right? Do some sit-ups, plank, play with your body. Allow yourself to get back in touch with you, you know, do some jumping jacks, right? Say no. Where somebody's expecting you to do something and you're usually just sacrifice yourself and they're like, oh, well, I just, you know, because otherwise they're going to get mad and then this and then that. Say no and see what happens. And not like, no. Just like, you know, maybe ask them, are they able, or just give them a look, or, you know, find a way to calmly redirect the energy and place it back where it belongs. Because when people keep throwing their shit away, right? They want to have it Yahweh. I want it like Yahweh. Right? When people want to have it their way, they can get mad. We can get mad, right? We can get upset if we feel somebody got something better than us, or we deserve some, or we work real hard and how come they got it. But sometimes, right? Somebody else, that's what they needed. Or maybe we needed to learn how to deal with that feeling of, right, allowing somebody else to have a turn, or allowing somebody else to shine, allowing somebody else to take the responsibility, right? How about that's not our responsibility, right? Cutting out literally what no longer serves us, the things that are cluttering up our mind and our emotional body and our lives that make us sick and feel stuck, overwhelmed, and at dis-ease, right? Stuck in a rut. When we're at the point in our minds when we feel like the only way is the way that we're doing it, we're sick. There's a problem, right? There's a problem, Houston. Ground control to Major Tom. All right. Let's see. Try something new that you wouldn't normally do. That's a big one. Do something you wouldn't normally do. Right? Get out of your shell a little bit. Doesn't mean go buck wild crazy. It just means, right, do something, or do something that you've always wanted to do, that you always tell yourself that you couldn't or you can't. Why can't you? Why? And then write all the reasons why you think you can't. And then write all the reasons why you think you should. And why you deserve that. Do you not put a lot of time and energy into X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3? Do you not deserve, do we not deserve, like, what, right? Everyone else has been raping from you and me and telling us then we have to do more. And again, the bully and the whore, then they're just holding over our heads. Ah ha ha ha, ah ha ha ha, ah ha ha. Or they put another story out in the media, another narrative to cause fear, fear porn. It's just attention seeking, right? Those that are, right, pleasures of the flesh. They want to dominate. And anyone that wants to, right, control the world or own the world, or, right, again, those are thoughts and feelings. They sold their soul. They sold themselves because they wanted control. So just let it go. Leave it alone. They have to do their work. We can't help them. That's something like very important to know. Sometimes we cannot help. We have to let go, right? It's like sometimes you need to let your child cry, or let your child have a temper tantrum and not feed that negative energy because they think that that's how they're going to get their way, right? If we feed that energy, what are we're creating monsters. And then everybody wants to call upon Hercules. Mars, Orion. Look, there's a problem, right? Batman. Is there a problem? Or does someone just like to cause a lot of distractions and chaos and run somebody all over the place, right? With a remote control while they sit on their ass watching reruns, pissed off that they're watching reruns. You know what I'm saying? Soon you'll see that that whole new worlds of solutions are available. That whole new worlds of solutions are available. Sorry, I read that a little weird. Things that were previously beyond your focus will present themselves. I just said that with Uncle Papa Joe in the other room. We were talking about, and it's like right in your face. Not to him, but we were talking about like the energies that are going on in the collective and in the parallels and all that stuff. He's really fucking great to talk to about all that stuff. I have to say, right? We have people in our lives that could be a pain in a booty, but they're also like, right? He's one of the best, best friends I've ever had in my life, and worst, which makes it great. you know, um, so but truly, it is a blessing. We get frustrated sometimes when we see certain things of ourselves in the mirror, or when we're also, don't forget, we're holding space, and what's going on now too is happening in the now, because the time is always now. So we've been holding a lot of space and a lot of energy and allowing, right, soldiers and our men to come home, right? Twin flames work. There's a lot of, right, grid work. Thank you guys. Like, everybody's been working their fucking butts off. All of us. That's why, again, part of the virus, right? Everybody's doing what they need to do. It's very confusing. Big clusterfuck, right? So it's like, so we get our feelings and our belief systems, right? Our matrices, 4141, are being challenged and tested. And again, we're going through a massive death and rebirth, or, right, master reboot. So it's a lot of change. Helpful people, signs from the universe, and support in both expected and unexpected ways are on their way to you. But first, you need to do something different to shift your focus so you can receive them. Right? So again, right, clear out some clutter. Right? Get rid of some shit. Anything that you're hanging on to, right? We feel sometimes nostalgia. It's like, oh, but we need that because, no, sometimes we just need to let it go. And then it's like, wow, I feel so much better. We're holding on to a sadness, something that made us sad that we wish was different, that could change. We gotta let it go. I'm gonna make a list too, right? Still, we have a whole new year, 2022, right? As far as the calendar year goes, Gregorian Julian calendar, right? We're in a new age of Aquarius, right? We're rebirthing ourselves into, right, the Jesus, Mary Magdalene template, the twin flame body. That's what all this means. Positive, negative, right? God, Satan, Eve, the emotion, right? The daughter, the emotional body. Reconnecting with Mother Earth and Gaia. Let's see. Starseed Soul Inquiry. What can you do to shift your energy or your outlook? And let's read the last one that came out too. I wasn't planning on reading them all, but right, it's like the big eye nebula. I love that. So whether you're jumping into the eye or right out, either way, right? Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Jump in. 4414, as we said that. So let's see, what page? 82. Again, thank you so much for hanging out. Really, really, really fucking cool. And just keep swimming like one big fish. We are the ones we've been waiting for. And the more that we let go of that emotional baggage and that mental brutality that we do to ourselves, right? I'm not good enough. I can't do that, because then again, all that stuck feeling. And again, there's a lot of other, right, I'm gonna say assholes that are been running around, and they're trying to, right, they want to, right, pretty much take our place. So they want our destiny. They've been, right, spying and looking for a long time and doing stuff that's not very nice. And so now they've made deals and pacts and oaths that they're just determined that they're gonna. So again, just, right, let it go. Let yourself go. Yeah. It's a need to know basis. And as we go through, we just keep letting go of all that bad juju, which is just a bunch of like how all my wires are hanging right there. It's just a bunch of attachments, wires, weeds. Just swim right through. Pretend they're not even there. They're not even there. All right. Andromeda is a spiral galaxy, the closest galaxy to the Milky Way. It's believed that Andromedan starseeds are a group of beings who love their freedom. Very adaptable, they have a strong willingness and ability to change and go with the flow, to find calm in the chaos, to swim with the tides. This card is here to encourage you to do the same. Perhaps you have a significant goal or opportunity ahead of you. If so, you're being guided to jump in. Don't wait for permission, right? Again, this goes into the other reading too. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for, right? Oh, because I can't do that because they're expecting this. It's like, no. If you're tangled in the weeds. You need to untangle you from the weeds so that you don't drown. Don't worry about the ones that are trying to drown you, right? Hang on to you so that you can't swim free. And if you swim away, obviously, if they want us that bad, they're going to come following after us anyway, aren't they? Right out of the swamp into the light. So just keep swimming and everything will be all right. Sorry, this is so blurry too. It's different when I pop on the YouTube. I have a very hard time staying connected and having a clear picture there. Okay. Don't wait for permission. Don't stall until you feel ready. Take a deep breath, a good old run up, and jump right on in. Right? It's like rip the Band-Aid off or jump in quick, not slowly walk into the pool. Jump, cannonball! That was actually a big thing. Cannonballs, that kept coming up in my visions earlier this morning, like battleship and like mariners and like they're right, yeah, it was some battleship. Round balls, stone balls around, yeah. All right. Life bends for the courageous, and courageous is what you're being called to be. You're already facing the right direction. The only thing left to do is leap. You'll figure out the details as you go along. Things may not always be smooth sailing. Life on Earth rarely is. However, it's the rougher seas that teach us how to sail with glory and appreciate both, right? And once you know that, you can navigate any sea, ocean, or storm. And then look up too the storms of Thoth. The Andromedans want you to fall in love with surfing the waves of life, to seek more adventures, to embrace your own adaptability and find a way to be the calm in the chaos. You didn't come to Earth to be passive. You came to Earth to truly live. Now take a good run up and leap. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you be more adventurous? How are you being called to jump right on in and leap, right? Find your adventure side. Remember your child inside, the passion you carry. It's okay to be silly and free and giggly, right? Maybe not all the time. Everything has its time, but how long have you hidden it and tried to upkeep and maintain a certain proper appearance, right? Or job or what's expected or name, right? So we got Nirvana Quartz. What does that remind you of? Enlightenment. Nirvana Quartz assists in stepping off the karmic wheel, bringing light and bliss consciousness. Self-understanding. For many lifetimes, you've been working with your karma. That has now passed. Woo woo! Congratulations, Star Group. There is no need for restitution, nor punishment or guilt. Let those go so that you recognize your full potential. Receiving a download of cosmic light that transforms your being. Divination, step off the karmic round, right? Round and up and down, as above, so below, and round and round. You'd be able to swim. Think when you're swimming, you can go any direction. Open yourself to receive enlightenment. Recognize this as a new beginning and fresh energy. If you're experiencing traumatic times and soul challenges, relax and wait for resolution. Do not push against the river. Go with the flow. Let it go. Let yourself go. Slow and low. That is the tempo. Healing insight. Karma is created in each moment by every thought and deed. Uplifting thoughts and positive actions ensure your future well-being. And karma also is created in every moment, not just by every thought and deed, but also by every feeling that we either harbor or avoid or spit and leak out all over the place, are acting out in immaturely. So let's see, frequency, exceptionally high. Chakra, highest crown, timing, Pisces. Finally, cleaning the Pisces out. Ugh. Soul path, embodying enlightenment on earth. That's what's up. And last but not least, we have purpurite. Wonderful. Purpurite is the curse clearer. Woohoo! What a good reading. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. This is such a good one. Oh, so needed. Right on time. Thank you, Divine. So 44, which is also an 8, right? And Nirvana 29, 11. So we have 29, 2, 9, 4, 4, and also 11 and 8. So the vibrations of all those numbers are, right? And what's today? I think today's December 7th. I don't even know. Ain't that something? No, it's 333 though right now. It's January 5th. Wednesday. I was a few days ahead of myself there. All right. Oops, sorry. Knocked you. No, I spun you around there. I got you off the karmic wheel. Exit stage left. Extremely effective for psychic and aura protection. Purpurite grounds high-frequency energy, harmonizing the physical body to the new vibration. It helps you to break away from self-destructive or self-limiting behavior. Energizing the physical and mental bodies, it overcomes tiredness, apathy, and despondency. Self-understanding. Old habits and patterns, including those inherited from ancestors, may keep you mired in the past. Subtle energetics of ancient curses or ill wishing could be affecting you. These may be personal or passed down through the family line. And 519 is the ancestral blood cleaning number, frequency, one of them. You may be open to mental influence from others. Divination. Be open to new ways to heal, right? Be open to new ways to heal. If you're here, we all are. But a lot of people, right, are like freaking out again with the virus. They need a shot and medication. What does that do to the body? What does that do to future generations? Do they test the body after it passes to see what prescriptions or drugs or what people were on, unless they, of course, right, overdosed or died from like alcohol poisoning and right, were a known alcoholic and drug addict. But pharmaceuticals, they don't They don't test the body after to be like, oh, this was what happened, and this is, the body was carrying this disease and manifested all these other things within it because they kept shoving, right, cat litter in their gut, trying to get better and heal. I ain't a doctor. I ain't knocking on medicine or nothing. It's just, again, discernment. So, but when people have lived off of, right, ignoring their emotion and their spiritual, right, bodies, and they use religion and state and money and, right, dominance and entitlement, that's not love. That's lust. That's coming from greed and feeling less than and wanting more. Way fucking different. All right. Subtle energy. Oh, wait. Be open to new ways to heal. Protect yourself appropriately, but do not be overly defensive. Check out whether you have inadvertently offended anyone. If so, make reparation where possible. And sometimes you just have to do that in the spirit realm. Sometimes you do owe an apology to somebody personally, or you do owe, right? So go through that. So, right, clearing the clutter. This is where we go through the skeletons in our closets, and it's like, all right, well, have I harmed anybody? Did I hold a resentment to anybody? Did you curse somebody? Right? Them, blah, 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 and they better, da, right? Because vibration creates form, right? Word, right? We're vibrational beings. We're energetic, electrical, right? We have electricity running through us constantly. That's what, right? Otherwise, we'd be like a big puddle on the floor. Okay. So sometimes, yeah, we owe an apology. Or, a good mantra, if you don't know, is like, just, if you're not sure if you do or not, say, right, I apologize. Please forgive me. I forgive you. I love you. Thank you. Check out whether you have inadvertently offended anyone. If so, make reparations where possible. And if not, send unconditional love. Right? That's it. No worry, no all this other da-da-da-da-da in the head and in the mind. Then just send unconditional love and healing and forgiveness without needing to know why or where or who, right? Healing insight. The past creates the present, but the past can be repaired and the present healed, right? We have to heal and feel. Frequency, earthy, chakra, past life, soul star, and stellar gateway, base. Timing, spring, soul path, being a lineage breaker. Breaker 19. We about to break out of this biatch. And we'll be feeling just fine. There ain't nothing about sitting around the house drinking down them cans of swine. Primus song. Get yourself a can of pork soda. Ew. That is, right, though? That's the greedy nation we live in. Might as well be drinking pork rind soda, motherfuckers. Ew. Pork soda, and you'll be feeling just fine. All right. And we don't throw pearls to swine. Everybody deserves a pearl. Look at, we got the mask here. Even the little mask has little pearls there. So, one love, y'all. I very much appreciate you coming to hang out with me. And again, please like and subscribe. I'd love to see a lot more subscribers and thumbs up. because that would be a beautiful thing. And I'm working on the website. I've been doing lots of fun stuff with that too, coding and putting things together and playing around. Just takes time. So again, little by little, clearing out the clutter, making some moves. I don't like how it's pointing at the screen at you. Sorry about that. And yeah, take it easy. 10111. Connect with Mother Earth. And yeah, you are an original one. All right, peace out. One love, y'all. Take care.